Really wasn't surprised that this fight really stole the show Saturday. It was the most entertaining fight. And like I said, UK boxing is really on the rise. This your boy CJ Goodfellow with the Boxing Clinic. And, early on in this fight, David Haye was pretty much doing what he wanted to do. Checking Tony Bellew's chin. He was very accurate, jumping in. And, he's a great athlete. He was accurate with his punches. And Tony Bellew looked like he was rocked a few times, you know what I mean? But he showed the resilience, heart of a champion. He backed up his talk, showing people that the extra weight really helped strengthen his chin and his punch threshold, you know what I mean? Even though he didn't look the most tightest, the most strongest, chiseled like David Haye did, but physique means nothing in boxing. I done seen the flabbiest fat SOBs, bang out some of the most chiseled and, cut fighters in the world. So you can never really go off physique. And, Haye was on point earlier. I think Haye really thought he was going to knock Bellew out early in this fight. And I think it was disheartening when Bellew took some of his biggest shots and still was there and still survived. And he ended up running out of gas. He started the gas, suffered a Achilles injury early in the fight, they say. And I heard he actually injured it, strained it, or pulled it before the fight. And he was going to pull out the fight, but, he ended up didn't pull out the fight. And I think he ended up rupturing it during the fight. But that could be a combination of him not training hard enough. And when you don't train and condition your body hard enough, when it gets into a high-intensity atmosphere as a fight is, especially with anxiety and, you moving around, you sweating. And injuries happen when you're not in the best of the shape. So that's on David Haye. Or it could be a combination of he's getting old. But he's not an active fighter. So, he likes to spend his time at the bar, club, partying. So that's a combination of not conditioning your body the right way. So you can't take nothing away from Tony Bellew in that aspect. He did what he had to do because Bellew easily could have folded it in early in that fight when he was getting hit on the chin and getting knocked around. He really could have just folded and not shown the heart of a champion. But he talked all that shit and he backed it up. And that's the end of the day. He ended up knocking David Haye out the motherfucking ring. And I love it after the fight when two guys have a lot of animosity, a lot of beef, and they duke it out and they gain respect for each other. You know what I mean? I know they was trying to sell the fight, but it looked like it was genuine bad blood. And that they embraced and they respected each other because they had just did battle. And that's what boxing's all about. You can beef and hate and do what you got to do, but at the end of the day, it was a fight, it was a business, and embrace, and they move on from here. They probably be cool from here. And I love it to see when fighters embrace after doing battle and doing war. And I'm so happy for Tony Bellew. And he ended up breaking he broke his right hand early in this fight, which a lot of people don't know. And he toughed it out and he got the victory. I'm so happy for him. From him getting knocked out by Adonis Stevenson, people clutching his chin from there. The extra weight happening for him, going for him. And I hope he lands a big fight. And I'm going to talk about somebody else who called Eddie Hearns to fight him. He says he wants to retire in 12 months, but basically by next year. Hopefully he can get him some money, get him some fights, and and do what he got to do. And hopefully he heals up. The hand end up healing up well, and he continues to rise, and he gets out the sport a wealthy and healthy man. And we gone.